History of futsal. Five-a-side soccer can be traced back to Montevideo, Uruguay in 1930 when Juan Carlos Soriani devised a five-a-side version of soccer for youth competition in YMCAS. The game was played on basketball-sized courts, both indoors and out without the use of sidewalls. The game is frequently referred to as a five-a-side or mini soccer. Once Soriani got the ball rolling, futsal gained rapid popularity throughout South America, particularly in Brazil. The skill developed in this game is visible in the world-famous style in the Brazilians display outdoors on the full-size field. Pel, Zico Socrates, Bebeto, and the Brazilian superstars developed their skill playing futsal. While Brazil continued to be the futsal hub of the world, the game is now played under the auspices of FIFA all over the world, from Europe to North and Central America and the Caribbean, South America, Africa, and Asia, and Oceania. International competition took place in 1965 when Paraguay won the first South American Cup. 6 more South American Cups were held through 1979, with Brazil winning all of them. Brazil continued its dominance with a victory of the first Pan American in 1980 and won it again the next time it was played in 1984. U.S. team took part in 1984 Cup but finished out of the running. First Futsal World Championship, conducted under the auspices of FIFOSA before its members integrated into FIFA in 1988, was held in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1982. With Brazil finishing in first place, the Brazilians repeated as champions at the second World Championship in 1985 in Spain. Lost in the third World Championship in 1988 in Australia to Paraguay, FIFA took over direct sponsorship of the event in 1989 in Holland and 1992 in Hong Kong. Brazil won both at times. The U.S. Futsal Indoor team finished third in 1989 and the second in 1992. At the FIFA 5-a-side World Championship, the highest showing by any team from the United States in a FIFA tournament until the U.S. women's teams won the gold medal. Now from outdoor soccer, the third FIFA World Championship was held in November 24 through December 11, 1996 in Spain. And for the first time, FIFA names it the FIFA Futsal World Championship. The fourth FIFA Futsal World Championship was held in the Guatemala between November 18 to December 4, 2000. The fifth Futsal World Championship was held in Taipei in December 2004. The term futsal is now the international term used for the game. It was first created by Alexander Para for then the U.S. Men's Soccer Federation. Mr. Para, knowing that having the term soccer in its name made it hard to obtain gym from school, since most schools thought that the soccer ball in-game would damage their facilities. For a word like Nike or Kodak that would describe the sport and be able to be used in all languages of the world. While in Spain in early 1985, he noticed that the Spanish, like the Brazilians, called the sport with similar names. The Spanish or Portuguese word for soccer is football or futebol, that the French or Spanish word for indoor, salon or sala. From this, Mr. Para decided to merge the two worlds that came up with the World Futsal. The new word was adopted by U.S. Futsal in 1987, since it includes the initial Futsal USA, and U.S. Futsal changed its corporate name with the state of California that had the name trademark and trademark office in the United States in 1989. In 1989, at the meeting of integration between FIFA and FIFOFA, the all-government body of salon football, Mr. Para proposed that the new name of the FIFA had proposed for the sport in the second FIFA 5-a-side World Championship, to be held in Hong Kong in 1992, be changed to futsal. It was Mr. Para's view that the new team 5-a-side would change depending on each language you were speaking, and that a new game should have a name that would not change. Mr. Havelange, then president of FIFA, accepted the idea and had the term incorporated into Article 27 that states, the committee of soccer that is displayed in reduced areas called salon soccer or a 5-a-side shall now be called futsal.